Hi there, Adelaide here from Adelaide Jones Ed. I haven't been on this channel for a while because I've been very busy in my personal life. I am selling my house and moving into a ProMaster 2500 to be location independent so I can teach when and where I want and pick up any educational projects on the side. So if you're interested in that journey at all, there will be more videos soon to come. But today we are going to talk about take-a-break rooms, digital take-a-break rooms, what they are, what inspired them, and how I make them. And you can even make your own if through watching this video. Or if you don't want to do that and just want to understand the process, I will have linked down below some of the rooms that I have already made, and they are in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. So let's get started. First, what is a take-a-break room? A take-a-break room or an emotional regulation room is a digital tool that I use to teach in the virtual, hybrid, and even in-person learning environments. So to incorporate mindfulness in an easy way for students and teachers. I take a break every single day during class. Each one of my classes, I'll set a timer for about halfway through, and we will stop what we are doing and take a break. Sometimes teachers use this just for students who are having a hard time emotionally and they need to calm down, so it's more of an intervention. There are lots of ways to use it. So we see here on the first page, we have the zones of regulation, or at least this is inspired by the zones of regulation. Here's the website. I really recommend checking it out. Here's the author of the zones of regulation. It's amazing. I really recommend reading the book. And you can also see seminars and events happening all the time to talk about this concept. So if this is something you're interested in, I would definitely check it out and get this book. It's amazing. It doesn't matter what grade level you teach, you can incorporate this in every way. Okay, so I really enjoy that. So we have our emotions broken down into the 4 categories, the 4 zones. We have green, blue, red, and yellow, and you can read right here to see what that's all about. So on the first page here, so this is housed in Google Slides, so you're not going a million places, and it can live in your Google Drive. On our first page of our slides, our first slide, we click on whatever zone we're feeling like today. Sometimes I have one student do this, sometimes I ask the entire class, sometimes, there's lots of options. You click on this and it'll go to the green zone slide. And it tells us what's going on when we're in the green zone. We're good to go. And now we have 5 different mindfulness activities to choose from. I just picked 5 mindfulness activities. You don't have to do these, but these are the ones that work well for me and my students. We got a mini workout. The drawing is kind of interesting. Sometimes I use coloring, but this is the art room, but it can be incorporated anywhere. There's meditation, watch, and yoga. So students then choose which activity we want to do. So then we click on the icon and then it'll take us directly to a YouTube video walking us through a little mindfulness exercise. So how do we make a take-a-break room? First thing, you need to open up a brand new Google slide presentation. I like to first thing, get rid of the title and subtitle. And I also like to change my screen size. You don't have to do this, but I'm a fan of the 4x3 just for our purposes. Now we need to build a background. I was lucky enough at AMLE to stumble across this resource. It's free, it's amazing, and I will share it with you in the link down below. It is 50 free virtual classroom starters. So these are just all virtual classrooms, and it's something where you can grab an element and move it to the other page. So for example, if I like this, let me find one that's a better example. If I like this rug and I think that's really cool and I want to incorporate that in my classroom, I just click on it and I do a good old copy and paste. So first thing we need is a wall floor situation. I'm going to click on one that I know is easy to use. So this one is one giant wall floor picture. So the background image is all one. So I can just easily copy and paste it into a new presentation and resize. Now you might not like the kind that is just one image. Let's pretend that you want a specific floor and a specific wall. If you look through these, there are some that are like that. And I think I was just on one a moment ago. That's a beach. So this wall and floor is separate. So someone got a picture of like a brick wall and put it up there, and then a picture of the floor and put it down here. And you can do that too. You can combine the images. So there you have your background, and then you just start building on top of it. I always like a good whiteboard, and here's a good one. That's where I put the options to click on. And then you start adding text. You can add plants, you can add fun elements like I did here. This is probably the most fun stage. So have fun building your classroom, and make sure, or take a break room, and make sure it's exactly the way you want it before you move on, because we're going to start copying the slide over and over, so you don't have to go back and recreate it. So if you make any small changes, it's going to be a problem, because you would have to go back through and do it to everyone. So make sure that you have it ready to go during slide 1. So once you get your room built, you can start adding the elements such as the sticky notes if that's what you want to do, or you can just add a table and text if you're more comfortable with that. I like the sticky notes, and I actually got them from Google itself. So I went to Insert and then Shape, find my shape, and it was one of these. I don't know, I can't find it right now, but let's pretend like that could be my shape if I want it. You can always change the color, make it exactly the way you want, and type on it whatever zone that you want. So in order to hyperlink it, which is the big deal, we first have to create my other slide. So we duplicate this, and you're going to need to duplicate your room 25 times if you're going to have 5 activities per zone. So there needs to be 25 slides. And that's real simple. You just go up here and then duplicate slide 25 times. And then when you're ready to hyperlink, you're just going to click on the image that you want, and you're going to come up here to the insert link. You're going to go to slides in this presentation, and you're going to number them out. So the first slide is our landing page, and then you're going to need 6 slides for the green zone, 6 for the blue, yellow, and red. And you can see on mine, I made a decision to change my background on each slide. So you can see I have a separate wall and floor here. So you can always click on the wall and go to your format options and click on recolor and choose a color that is more appropriate for your zone. So you do have the option of changing colors for your images, even if it's something that you find from Google, like a Google image that is inserted. So anyway, you're just going to link these to the first page of each one of your zones. So this guy, I hyperlinked to slide 2. And then I have my mini workout video on slide 3. So this mini workout icon goes on slide 3. And then this drawing icon goes on slide 4, so on and so forth. So you just hyperlink those to the correct pages. Now to insert a video, you're just going to go to the top at Insert, Video, and you can either enter the URL if you find it specifically on Google, or you can search for YouTube right there, upload your video, and you're good to go. I made that sound really easy, but it is quite a bit of work. It's just tedious. It's not difficult, it's tedious. So if you want to make your own, hopefully that is a guide to get you started. And if you have more questions, I'm happy to go into this in more detail. I just wanted to give a brief overview. And if you would like to buy one that is already made for you, I have them right here in my Teachers Pay Teachers store, and I will link that down below. I will also link these 50 free virtual classroom starters, that a resource I did not create, but I found, and it was free, so that's why I'm sharing it. This is a really great resource to get yourself a nice take a break room, or even just a virtual classroom. I very soon will be starting a summer take a break room for emotional regulation, so I might use something like this background. So you have a lot of options. Also have this room, which does not involve the zones of regulation. It's just each one of those icons goes to a different activity. So if you don't want to get involved with the zones, this is another way to do it. And it only has 16 activities for this one. So anyway, that's Take a Break Room. I hope you learned something. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love for you to follow for more so we can continue this journey together. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.